So the unit you have here is a Garaventa Opal 42. 42 is the max travel that it can actually travel. The unit is made out of anodized aluminum, extrusions, champagne in color, powder coated steel panels. So the way that the unit operates, within the lift we have a 3 horsepower motor. It runs on 120 volts. So the way that the unit travels is on a continuous pressure system. So which means for the lift to travel up, you must hold the up position. Once you let go, the unit actually stops. So I'm going to demonstrate that for you right now. So I'm going to hit the up, it travels up. Once I let go, the unit will stop. Coming back down. On the carriage itself, you have platform gate, which is what keeps the rider safely inside. Inside of your platform, we have running lights. So as the unit travels up and down, these lights are illuminated. Same call as the hall call there. You have an emergency light, emergency stop with an alarm and light. So if I hit the button, there's a loud alarm that goes off, not allowing you to operate the lift. Okay. So that's everything that's inside. I'm actually going to run the lift up. Once it approaches the top landing, it will actually stop on its own. When it gets to that top landing, it actually it has a cam unlock that'll unlock the door, allowing you to exit the lift safely. If for some reason something is underneath the lift, it does have an obstruction device known as a safety pan. If the unit is traveling on the down position, in the down direction, and something obstructs it, this pan will actually stop the lift from traveling further down. It does give you the ability to travel up in case something is under there. You can just raise it up. Down here, we have our emergency lowering, 2 Phillips heads on an emergency lower cover. Inside, you have a black knob. Go ahead and pull on that knob. It relieves pressure, bringing the platform lift down slowly. The lift does travel at 17 feet per minute. Can't make it go any faster. Don't want to make it go any slower. If you are having to manually lower the lift, if I'm not mistaken, it travels about 10 feet per minute. It's not fast. It's not going to crash on the ground, but it will allow you to exit. We have a pit switch here. That is for service. So when the technicians are out here to service your lift, we'll go ahead and use that to stop it, not allowing it to operate. So I'm going to bring it back down.
The pit switch is only for mechanics.
You can use it if you'd like. If you don't
Okay.
want anybody to run it, you can use it.
Can you point that out again?
Yep, right here. So I'm actually going to activate the pit switch. Now I can't run the lift.
Okay.
To deactivate the switch, go ahead and turn the knob, and it releases it.
Yeah, I asked that because these are children around here.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So if I'm a kid, I may go and play with that, and then somebody might not know what the heck's the problem.
It's a
So-
very common service call.
Okay,
Yeah.
very
So
good.
if for some reason you do have an emergency, McKinley offers a 24-hour service. So we have a technician on call 24 hours a day, and we have a field manager. An office staff member on call 24 hours a day. First thing that they'll do if you do happen to call an emergency call,
Is go
they're
right
going to
there.
ask you to make sure that the pit switch isn't activated.
Yeah, I know that. That's why I'm asking these questions for the viewer of this video.
Yeah. So no phone line because you're in an open area. Number 1 rule for this lift: not to be used for freight. It's only for physically disabled individuals. It's on a battery backup system. If for some reason the power were to go out, the lift gives you 5 up and down. So it'll travel up, down. That counts as 1 trip, so it gives you 5. It's on two 12-volt batteries, so it gives you 24 volts to operate the motor, allowing you to travel up and down. Once it's out of power, the lift will no longer run. You'll actually see the lights dim, then now you know to give us a call. And that's actually pretty much it. Do you have any
How
questions?
about the door operations? Simple, pull them open?
Yes, yes. So
That one above won't open right now with the pit down?
It
with
will
the,
not.
The platform down?
no, so
Okay.
the upper door actually has an interlock. and
Correct.
that's what keeps the door locked. It has a door close switch,
Yeah.
which lets the platform's lift know that the door has been closed, and it also has a lock switch. So if for some reason they're able to close that door but not lock it, lift still isn't gonna run.
Correct, yeah, got you.
The door will not open if the lift is not at the floor. If for some reason you do approach the floor and it does not open, give us a call, cause most likely something broke.
Correct.
It's an extremely reliable lift, runs on hydraulics. It's actually a hybrid lift, it's hydraulic and chain driven. That's pretty much it. We do offer a maintenance program.
Mhm.
Every 6 months we come out, we do a full maintenance on it. It's one flat rate, whether it take us 30 minutes or it takes us 2 hours, you get one flat rate for the maintenance, and that's for the maintenance alone. It is required by the state for the lift to be maintained at least twice a year by an elevator mechanic, a licensed mechanic. So the next thing we'll do is I'll actually show you what needs to be filled out weekly.
Let's step out here where there's some
Yep.
light. Also, this is the disconnect over here, isn't it? This is the electrical disconnect over here on the side of the door by the storage closet.
Disconnect cannot be locked in the on position.
Correct.
You can lock the cover,
Yes.
but not the
You
disconnect.
should lock the cover.
Yes.
Yes. Okay,
I don't recommend that you turn it off because this is the charging system for your batteries.
got you.
Let's leave this on, lock the cover.
Got you.
Right? So, this is going to be the most important piece of paperwork.
Here, I don't have a good view of
Yep.
it yet. Let's go.
This is your maintenance log. So within the maintenance log, you have different stages that you need to go through every time you do maintenance. So if you open up the first side, on the back of it, you have your weekly inspection log. This needs to be tested once a week, every week. If you are on vacation, if school is on summer break, they kind of let it go, but I don't recommend that you let go more than 2 or 3 weeks without filling it out, but it needs to be filled out at least once a week,
Because the state inspector's gonna be looking for that when he comes to
every single time.
every year.
Every single time he comes out, he'll look for this. I don't recommend you do it on a Friday evening. I recommend that you do it Monday morning because that's when you're going to go through the entire inspection. On the back side of that, you have the inspection checklist, which needs to be taken care of by the owner. Pretty much just states, make sure that the elevator or the platform lift does not run with any of the doors open. Make sure that all of the call buttons work. Make sure that the emergency stop works, and you should be good as long as all of those work.
Very good.
The back of that, we have our maintenance and repair log. This is for whether it's us or whoever does the maintenance
Sure.
on your lift. We actually fill this out every time we come out.
Yeah, and the inspector will wanna look at that as well.
Yes, he will.
All right.
Malfunction log. Doesn't matter how small the malfunction is, doesn't matter how big it is. Let's note it every single time. If for some reason something happens, this is the first place they're gonna look.
And see if there's any trends that they should be aware of.
Exactly.
Got ya.
On the next page, we have our accident log. Doesn't matter how small the accident, doesn't matter how large the accident. Let's log it down.
Mhm.
Behind that will be emergency contact. This is a number that can be reached 24 hours a day. It doesn't have to be an answering service, doesn't have to be somebody from the district. It can be the janitor, anybody that can answer 24 hours a day in case something happens.
And so that's a district personnel information needs to be put there.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And this is just the code on maintenance.
Mhm.
This is actually a copy of our service agreement. Doesn't need to be filled out today, but if it's something that you want to sign up with today, then we can get all this taken care of for you.
Okay, very good.
And that's it. Is there any questions that you have?
Not any, I think I got them while we were doing it.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you very much.